Have you recently left a relationship and you're struggling to find closure? Closure is so important because without it, you will carry the painful parts of that relationship into your next relationship, and none of us wants that. I'm Brenda Florida, certified life coach, and I've helped a lot of people get closure in relationships. Sometimes we can do that with the other person. When that works out, that's great, but here's the good news. You don't actually need the other person to get your own closure. And I've got some great tools in this video that's going to help you do that. So first off, I know it's easy to feel like we need the other person to get that closure. I mean, after all, they're the other half of the relationship. So how can we possibly get closure without them? But sometimes that's not possible, practical, or even healthy for you. I mean, sometimes any of us might get ghosted in a relationship for one reason or another, or maybe there's some other circumstance that makes it impractical for you to have a conversation with them. Or another very common, unfortunately, situation is that the relationship is over because it was so toxic. Then talking to the other person isn't even healthy for you. So a lot of times in these kinds of circumstances, clients will ask me, well, Brenda, how can I even get closure? Because I can't talk to them. Well, here's the good news. You can do it for yourself. Closure is an internal process. So you can give it to you. The way to get closure is to ask yourself, number one, what did I experience that I liked and didn't like in this relationship? So these are experiences. Hindsight is awesome because it will often give us the ability to see red flags that we might have ignored or minimized in the moment of the relationship. So it's really great when you can see those. Now, not for you to criticize yourself. I don't want any self-judgment or self-criticism here. In fact, I want you to congratulate yourself for seeing the red flag now and promising yourself you're not going to ignore them in the future. Okay, number two, what qualities about that person did you enjoy and not enjoy? Now, qualities are different than experiences. Qualities are things like generosity, being a good listener, a great sexual partner, maybe great sexual energy, or things like selfishness. They're mean to bartenders, or they do something else you didn't like, super critical, or whatever it was. Those are qualities of that person that you don't want to repeat, okay? Now, number three, and this is so important, not just what am I looking for next, but how do I want to show up? Who do I want to be in my next relationship? So make your list. Things in those qualities like, a great sexual partner, a really good listener, a partner who owns their mistakes, who has good communication skills, who's generous, make your list of what you love. It's very cathartic, but it's also very cathartic to make lists of the things you don't like, you didn't like, you don't want to repeat, qualities and experiences, okay? And actually writing them down actually helps this process more than just thinking it in your head. So even if it was a super ugly ending, when you're done making your list and getting all this insight, you're going to be able to let them go with love and light, hopefully, but if nothing else, just let them go. Doing some kind of ritual can also be super helpful in the letting go process. So I always got new sheets for my bed. You can, go place an offering on an altar, light a candle, burn something, whatever it is. Any kind of ritual will be very helpful for you to let go and end that relationship emotionally, spiritually, sexually, mentally, intellectually, all of that. And that is empowerment in action. You get to let yourself be done, okay? Let it end. Be ready to start the new chapter. Even if the new chapter is just taking some time to yourself. It doesn't have to be to start dating again. It can be taking time for you. So use these tools and these exercises to create that closure for yourself. And I'm going to drop them in the description below, but here they are again real quick. What were the experiences that you liked or didn't like? Experiences are things you've done, the way they move in the world, things like that. And then qualities are things that is who they are. Are they truthful? Do they blame you? Do they have a bad temper? Or are they super generous? Like, those are qualities of the person, okay? And then, of course, that's going to lead you to, what am I looking for in the next person? But then, who do I want to be? How do I want to show up in my next relationship? So drop your comments, questions, give me some feedback on how this is helpful to you, or any questions you have around it in the comments below. And watch some more of my videos for more tools and advice on relationships.